Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to work with the send message service here. The first thing that we need to do, we need to enable the HTML form here to be able to send a message. So let's go to Bulma, and here in media object we're going to use this template here. We can just copy this whole thing, and then let's paste it after the OL, kind of like here. Okay, let's move this a little bit. Okay, just like that. Okay, so let me just close this picture here. Okay, so here we have a picture, and we're going to basically put the user picture. And if you remember, we're saving, if we go to the application here, oops. So here we are saving the user data, kind of like the banner, email, picture, and all of that. We can get that, and we did it here with our JSON parse. We're getting the user data, so we can just call here just user data dot picture, and that's how basically we get the picture. Pretty simple, right? Let's put the class name, here class name, and let's put picture. Let's put class name. It's rounded to make it like round, and then here we're gonna have our fields. So text area. Let's put an ID, and we call it is area C comment, whatever you want to call it. Put class name here. Here the name, let's put body, and here at the end we can use our own change function here. E, remember our arrow. E set body, that's the function that we want to call, and then we need to just assign the value. Remember, just E dot target dot value, and that's how we assign the value to our state here. Okay, we assign the value to our state. Let's change here. Let's put class name, and then here this is going to be our button, our submit button. You can just change this one to button if you want, doesn't matter. The important thing is that you need to set the type to submit. Okay, oops. Let's move this to here. And in this, if you, as you can see, we have like a button here. I'm going to replace this checkbox with a button to select a file. So this checkbox, goodbye. And let's go to form and file. Here, let's go to the bottom. Okay, let's choose this one. Let's copy this one, paste it here. Let's move this here. Let's put it kind of like here. Class name. Of course, you can use the replace if you want. That'll be faster. Of course, but just going to do it like this way. Here, let's put material icons. Let's go open material icons. Yeah, let's do that one. File upload. Okay. Let's close this input here. Add a file. Here, the file name, let's leave this empty. Let's move this here. Okay. I forgot class name here. Okay, so here in our input, we're gonna make some changes. Let's put the ID, let's put an ID, let's call it chatf or chat file. And also let's put a name. Let's change the name, let's put chatf. And now here, we're gonna do our own change. E and the arrow. And here, we're gonna call first the set chat file state, and we're gonna add the e.target.files value. Sorry, files with 0, right? And after that, we're going to set the name. Okay, so let's put this is to set the file name to the file button input. Okay. Okay, so now here let's create a variable. Let's call it file input. And this will be equal to document get element by ID. And then we get the ID. And the ID is this one. That's basically to select that file, the input. Okay. So we have a conditional here. If file input that files that length is greater than 0, that means that the user choose a file. Then here we put file name. Oh, we need to uncomment our file file name, chat file. Let's copy this one. Let's paste it here. And the query selector basically is going to grab this span that we have here. You'll see how. So here we add to this span, test content will be equal to file input dot files 0 dot name, just like that. Okay, we're going to grab the file name of the input. Okay, so we need to grab this span in the query select, but we need to add so this span is inside this you can call it here, I think. Yeah, inside this parent, right? So let's add an ID to this one. Let's add chat file. This is a chat file, basically like parent. And we can go up here, query selector, first by ID, chat file, and then here by class name, file name. This is the only HTML tag with the file name class, as you can see. Okay, we chose that one. Now we can basically change the file name here. Okay, so we got that ready. Now we need to basically set our form. So here in media content, on top of this, let's put a form tag, and let's put on submit. Having some error here, so this one closes here. Okay, let me check this one. Okay, this one closes here. Okay, so here let's put form, and then here form. Okay, so now on submit, we don't have the function yet, but let's put handle submit. That's what we typically put. So handle submit will be the function. We don't have it, so let's go right there and create it. Let's go up here. So just after our hook down here, let's go and just create const handle submit. Oops. E. Here we have our arrow function here. Remember, E prevent default, just like that. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to if we go to chat, even though this one doesn't have the token, this service or this API, this one, as you can see here, it says permissions is authenticated. So you need to submit a token to be able to make the post. If you don't submit a token, it won't work. But remember that the first thing that we do when we click on the test channel, we basically make a request getting the data or the chat data. And if you go to chat and you have here, you have like the headers, like basically setting the headers here, the default header to get a token. So you can, if you want, you can send the token here in our send message somewhere and put it here, but we don't have to do it because we did it already here. Okay, just to keep that in mind. So we don't have to send the token. So let's just copy the send message, put it here, and now we just if we go to chat, we get the body, chat file, and channel. Okay, so here we have body, comma, chat file, comma, and the channel that we're getting from props, test channel.id. Remember .id because this is an object that we got here in server. And let me see here, when we click on this one, we set here the array to that one. Okay, so we need to choose the ID field to pass the ID. So now we get a response, right? So then response will be equal to the arrow. So now what we're going to do, we're going to basically props that set chat data, right? We're going to set the chat data with the message that we just sent, right? So we need to create another array, a new array with the response. We're creating an array with the response and a copy, that's how you do it, of our previous chat data. We're putting the chat data on top here. If you flip it, if you put this one here and this one here, will be we'll start with the chat data, and then this one, the last. We don't want that because we want the chat to load kind of like in an accented way. Okay. Okay, so after we send that, we want to get element by ID. We want to clear this test area. Okay, so let's just get the ID, paste it here, and just value, just set the value to nothing. And also we want to this file name. Let's copy this one. We want to set this one to test content. equals empty too, just like that. But yeah, that's the submit. Let's save that and let's refresh. We need to test to see if that works. Let's go to here. Let's refresh with Control F5. Now let's click on Team 1. And now let's, our form is working here. Let's just now test. Let's just first test with our file. Let's see. New message. Got an error here. Let's inspect. Internal server. Oh, here. Oops. This is the error that we're getting. Okay, so the authentication is not working. Let's check chat. Let's try putting the token here. Okay. Let's try putting the token to see if that solves the problem. Now let's save that. Let's go to our main chat. Let's just copy this, put in our submit. Let's refresh here. Control F5. Let's check the logs. Okay. Team 1. And message. Okay, let's try again. Let's refresh. Let's see what was the error. Okay, let's open this. Let's check what was the error here. I think we're having an error with the validation. With the validation of the data, I think there's the message channel 4. Okay, let's check. Let's delete this. We don't need this. Let's delete that. We don't need a token. Save that. Let's go to that's the main chat. Let's go to chat. We don't need this token. Check. Let's check the headers, the configuration, headers, here, content. Let's check. I added a comma here. Let's check. Let's run this again. Okay. Now let's refresh. Let's do, open the console to see. New message. Still we're getting the error. Let's check. No, we're getting the data correctly here. What is that arrow? What is a tiny arrow there? Mm. Foreign data, body, tab file, channel. Yeah, I don't see what's the problem here. Let me test. Let me add a file to see. Message with file. All right. Game, same error. And we're loading the data here. Let's check the models. File. body, file, channels. That's the channels here in the models. Um, let's check our API here. Okay. Mm. I think it's something with the validation here. Oh, I think that's it. So if, as you can see, I put mask length. I put this extreme value kind of like that. It should be like this for some reason. I think that's it. Let's save. I hope it is. Let's run the migrations again here. Okay, I stopped the migration. Okay, so make sure to change that here. Okay, I probably did it without noticing it. Okay, I run the migrations again. Remember, change this value to use the number. I put it like as a string for some reason. I'm really surprised that it didn't like crash or anything. Just migrate, and then let's just run the server again. Let's refresh. And now let's send a message. New message. I hope that's the problem. Oops. And yep, working. And as you can see, the message are working. Messages. Now let's test with a picture. Let's copy this one. This picture. Let's put message with picture. And yep. So yeah, it's working. So in the next video, we're going to, because remember, we're having results with pagination, and we want to basically, if we have multiple messages, we want to have a button to load, like load more or load the more messages that we have back there. And we're going to do that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.